It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jayden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
On 2nd down, Winston. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. He'll try to run for it with Williams.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw, here's Winston. That one on target to Moore. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. A second effort, and he is in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. A pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing again, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Look wide, get this one complete, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Daniels gonna throw again. And they're gonna track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Tress Way now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. On the return, it's Moore. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Jamin. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He runs with it. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. Smash, alert, alert.
We'll give it to Eckler on the option. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. We are through 1. It's the Browns with the advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They motion the slot man left. On second down, a run with Williams. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. Third and long. To throw is Winston. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. On second down, it's Daniels. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
On first down, it is Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. A second down throw for Jameis. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Ekeler, 1st down and more. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Daniels going to keep this himself. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. To the goal line and in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Jameis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Now it's Williams. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Throwing, Jameis. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run here for Robinson. He'll get about 2. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Daniels. That's taken in by Dotson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Here's Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
By Miles Garrett. A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16. At
2
the
minutes to play
33-yard
in the
line.
first half of a 3-point game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Here's a run with Hunt. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The open receiver is Dotson. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To the air again is Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window. to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
David Njoku with a nice catch, and I don't know if he gets enough credit, Mike, for just how good he has been for the Cleveland Browns. Made his first Pro Bowl last year. It just seems that every year, regardless of the situation at quarterback, Njoku just gets better and better and better.
Now, a carry for Hunt. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go with Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. On the ground, this is Hunt. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's down at the 3. What a run.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll try to run it with Williams. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. That one taken in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Grant Delpit up to make the play. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
This drive will start on the ground. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game. On the ground, this is Williams. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They run over center with Robinson. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The visitors' offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Winston. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. To throw, here's Winston. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Winston. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Winston to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it up.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns up their lead. It's now 24-7. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's now 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Check.
Daniels gonna throw again. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And this one's gonna be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways. When they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Browns offense ready to take over once again. And it would seem as if this 3-game win streak is going to become a 4-game win streak. Still a little work to do in this one as they start 1st and 10. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Slot man in motion left. Whoa! He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Jameis. Throwing right. It's taken in.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he will dive into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Browns. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing is Daniels. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Daniels. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Play action. Here's Daniels.
The 2nd down pass. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Dotson.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The open receiver is Dotson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Washington.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. Dyami Brown. Touchdown, Commanders.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and
he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Browns offense ready to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.